Next, Egypt has bought 30 Rafale jets from French defense firm Dassault Aviation. That order, costing almost 4 billion euros, will be financed through a 10-year loan and is meant to shore up Egypt's national security. French politics editor Marc Perelman has been keeping an eye on this story. He joins me now for more on this. Marc, this is the second time Egypt has made a purchase of French Rafale jets. So give us the details.
Yes, this was announced by an investigative media here in France called Disclose, and this was then confirmed by the Egyptian Defense Ministry and then the French Defense Minister and Dassault, the maker of the jet fighter, the Rafale. This is the second time Egypt is buying those jet fighters. The first episode was back in 2015, and this was the first time actually that Rafale, after years of trying, was able to finally sell those jet fighters to a foreign country. There have been since contracts with Qatar, with India, and lately with Greece. But this was really a very important moment for Rafale. This new contract comes as Egypt continues to beef up its military. Obviously, the neighborhood is a dangerous one. There's Libya. There's also tensions with neighboring countries, instability potentially in Sudan, now the change of regime in Chad. So Egypt really wants to make sure its military is up to the task. Some might question why they would invest so much in jet fighters and less in social services, and because this is a big amount of money. It's nearly 4 billion euros. However, the answer to that question is that this will be financed first and foremost by guarantees from France. The French state is guaranteeing 85% of those 4 billions with French banks. So this will be a loan to Egypt. So Egypt will pile up more debt. But this is obviously a very important contract for France and for Dassault.
Marc, the French president and the Egyptian president have a close relationship that is built on mutual security interests. So what kind of reaction has there been from the French government about this sale?
Well, the way I described the disclosure of this sale shows that there is an embarrassment here in Paris because Egypt is buying planes, but Egypt is cracking down on dissent, especially in the past few years. All human rights groups, the UN, have said that the regime of Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is clearly not going towards more democracy, but much less. And so this is why this is an embarrassing issue. The French president went to Egypt back in 2019. He made some remarks about the need to link this strategic partnership when it comes to security to an improvement on democracy, the rule of law, and human rights. And this was very, very badly perceived by Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who then came to France, was awarded France's highest honor, and the question of human rights never came back officially on the table. This is realpolitik. But yes, for France, it's a bit embarrassing because you're selling planes to a regime that is not exactly a friend of democracy, a friend of human rights. And so this is why they are trying to keep this quiet. Yes, it's 4 billion euros, but we're not going to launch a parade because of that.
Marc, thanks for sharing your expertise. Marc Perelman, our French politics editor.